Good morning. So the dog treats are done overnight. So I'm gonna pop them in a Ziploc baggie and put them in the fridge since there's no preservatives. Wash the trays and maybe make some apple chips today during the day. So I decided to make breakfast for myself. So that's an egg scramble with pepper cheese, a teaspoon of goat cheese, and tablespoon of salsa with a little knob of Italian bread and grapes. I'm probably going to finish off the grapes. And check it out. It's December 1st. 60 degrees. Freaky! Well, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to enjoy it. Obviously, Polly's in shorts. But, wow. 60 degrees. Fair. Feels like 60. I'd say that's fair on December 1st. So I have a bunch of things to do for work, and then, it's Cyber Monday, so I have some deals to check out, see if I can round off my shopping for the holidays for family, and then I have a couple of projects on the side. See that? That right there? Those are going to be our address labels for our cards this year. And I'll share that in a separate video. You gotta sneak a peek. There you go. So I'm going to finish my breakfast, and we got water delivery this morning, so I can make myself a fresh seltzer after this, which really, after this holiday long weekend, I'm going to need to stay hydrated and flush out my poor little kidneys. There's a lot of eating that was going on this weekend, so back on track. Check out the chickens. The Eggy. What's the matter? Hi, girls. Hi. Another one in the nest. I wish I could let them out. It's a beautiful day. It's 61 degrees out. Good, beautiful feathers. Hi. I gave him some mealworms. Those things. These eggshells are so thick. You hear them talking? So funny. There's one over there. I have to fix that little ramp. It keeps falling down. But in order to do that, I have to tilt the whole house. I can't really do that by myself without wigging them out. They're so funny. I've turned the light off because it's 61. I can enjoy this. I get the feeling she's trying to tell me something. I wish I knew what they were saying. They're so funny. They dump, that's their food container right there. I fill that up several times a day. They dump it all on the ground, and then they dig around, find their worms. What are you so distressed about? What's the matter? What's the matter, honey? There's Ginger. I think the darkest one is Henrietta over there. And then the two that look like twins are Lucy and Ethel. And then the last one, the gray, the one with the gray feathers, is Gladys. I should make them little signs for their coop. See, they drink from their water bottles. It's a drip system, that way you don't have to worry about having an open container of water that gets dumped out. Because that's what we used to have. I used to have a hook on the inside of the playpen and one of those gallon jugs of water hang upside down. Every time they'd walk past it, they'd knock it over. So I switched over to the small animal like hamster bottles, and they drink out of that fine. I just have to make sure that it's always filled up. I think she wants to go in there. She's gonna jump up. I think she wants to go up to lay an egg. Just watch her. There she goes. Yeah, she probably had to lay an egg. We'll be back later. I'm gonna go put this one in the fridge. Meatless Monday dinner is homemade mac and cheese with mushrooms. So I had all this cheese left over in the fridge from parties and little ends of blocks, so that's what I'm gonna make the cheese sauce with. Whole bunch of stuff. Let me show you what it is. So bechamel is ready. It's hot. I'm gonna add a squirt of Dijon mustard, cracked black pepper, and then this cheese. So I have some pepper jack in there, some sharp cheddar, Swiss. There's a little bit of goat cheese at the bottom, like schnibbles. At least that's what my husband calls them. Little leftovers. So yeah, in they're gonna go, and I'm going to mix until they all melt, and then add them to the pasta. I have rotini that I'm using today, and they'll go in a pan with excuse me, I'm going to add the mushrooms and then a toasted panko breadcrumb topping. The melty magic is happening now. Because I had diced items instead of shredded, it just takes a little longer, but definitely do this off the heat because you don't want to burn the bechamel. So the last thing I'm going to add, once I see all the lumps are gone from the little cubes of cheese, that melty goodness. See, there's a little piece of goat cheese that has to melt, is a little squirt of Dijon mustard, and then I'll add the mushrooms and then toss the pasta and put it in my gorgeous jadeite from Fire King pan and put the toasted topping on. Oh, so good. Sometimes leftovers are even better than the original. So see, this cheese would have gotten tossed. Some of it was from the wedding the other night. Some of it's from pieces that my in-laws sent us. You know, you eat cheese and you're like, ooh, that one little nibble gets lost in the cheese drawer. At least it does in our house. So yeah, smells really good. If I had white wine open, I would put a splash of white wine in here as well, so it would taste more like fondue. But I think Dijon will do that little flavor kick. And I'm not adding any salt because I had pepper jack in here and we're watching low sodium, and cheeses already have salt in them. So let me add the mustard and then combine the pasta. So there's the macaroni and cheese in the pan, and I have the toasted panko and a little Romano cheese. I'm gonna top it and pop it in the oven because Paulie's on his way home. Into the oven it goes. I think I'm gonna pop a pan underneath just in case there's a boil over. There's not a lot of juices in there, but you never know. And Paulie doesn't know about this, so it's gonna be a surprise for him. And I've even cut all the pineapple. Oh, so we have dessert. I think he might have turkey, but I'm gonna have this. Well, just this. I'm sure he'll have some of this. And Moses is like, do I get any of that? No, you don't. And there's the mac and cheese out of the oven. As you can see, it's already been busted into, so yeah, pretty tasty. So that's it for us for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and keeping us company. We do appreciate it, and we thank you every day. And if we forget, remind us, because we should thank you. You've spent your valuable time sitting around and watching our silly antics. So hopefully you enjoyed today's. Got some chicken viewing in. Don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone.